Hello everyone, the New Year's events have just started and I have made 2 to 4 teams for this new GARP event. The support you see on Oden is not required, it is just to get a matching orb on him to guarantee a strength orb, since the guy on the 3rd stage will have a random orb barrier. And with this team you have Sabo and Ace and Roger Whitebeard, with their swaps to guarantee essentially a full board of matching orbs on the 3rd stage. This team will grant you 5 to 7 extra drops depending on your luck, so in total it's gonna give 10 to 12 drops each run. The important units on this team are Roger Whitebeard and Oden, since they grant the most drops. The new legend, of course, granting 3, and Oden giving +2. Sengoku on this stage changes his color to the quick typing. Initially I thought it was a random type, but I guess it's just quick. I don't know what affects it, there might be something affecting it. I don't think it's the type your captain is weak against, because the other teams I had Oden as captain and he was still quick. GARP is also going to be changing to Dex for all of these clips. Yeah. Just a Kaido team, pretty easy to use. You don't even have to tap for the first 2 stages, and with the way the team is set up, you're guaranteed to have an orb for the orb barrier on stage 3. As you see here, I got about the average, which is 11 drops. Chopper and Danshin Zhao have a 50% chance of granting 1 extra drop, which is why there's variance. Roger on Oden is just stat boosting, you'll see why when I get to the 3rd stage. And Oden is just pretty boosted unit, his stats are pretty high for this mission, and he does a lot of damage throughout this event. On stage 3, the enemy is Dex, also on the final stage. He will be doing most of the damage. If you do not have Oden, you can use the previous team. Ace and Sabo on that team was replaceable with Shank's crew. I used Ace and Sabo because Sabo's singular form is actually a striker, so he is boosted by Kaido and Roger Whitebeard. Oden on that team was really just a strength unit that duplicated drops, so I think you could put GARP instead of him on that team if GARP was not there. Yeah, GARP was not there on this team. You can get, let me see, 3 plus 2 plus. I think you can get 19 drops here if everything goes well. Chopper, Chinjiao, and Zoro Sanji are a coin flip to get an extra drop, so that's 3 if you're lucky. The new legend is 3, GARP is 1, Oden is 2, yeah. No, I think it's +4, yeah, it's the maximum you can get with this team is 14. For some reason I was adding 10 instead of 5. Now this next team was just a filler team to pad out the video. it swaps the positions of Chopper and Chinjiao. And if you've noticed a theme throughout this video, it's that Chinjiao and Chopper are really all you need to beat this mission, and Roger Whitebeard, I guess, since their swap is just so crazy strong. Yeah. This team just changes how you would want to use their specials. It's really just extra work for no real reason. This team also showcases better how Oden can just take on this Marine by himself, since I did not have a barrier to break the barrier. I mean an orb to break the barrier. Yeah, Nami and Neko support will just get rid of the bind. I guess the placements didn't even have to be swapped then. And since we use the specials differently, we have to save Oden's super type for the final stage, because there's no way around block orbs. And Oden's really the only character you need with the matching orb. But yeah, if you don't have any of the new units, especially with the Kaido team, it's so much easier to play, and the difference in drops is only about 2. Like if you wanna, it's really personal preference. And the final team also is just kind of a joke, because it's the trial quest. If you got all the new units, you can use the final team. I guess you can't really even use it, because you probably won't have the last tap maxed out on the characters, so you won't have them rainbowed. And I'm pretty sure this trial quest does not actually factor in the stat boosts of the characters, so they don't actually have boosted stats here, I don't think. It also has Oden 6+, which most people should not have, unless they pulled on the new Oden plus Sugo Fest. And even then you have to pull his super evolved form. I think his 6-star form is still pullable. Yeah, the recent trial quests have just been showcases of the new batch on the farm event. In this case, we don't get a point event this time, but we have an insignia farm event. I think they're called insignia. But yeah. Usually it's a point event, but this time the new characters duplicate drops, or boosted characters duplicate drops. For those that don't have Legend Chopper, he is just used to reduce paralysis and bind. So go into your character box, go to filters, and then go to specials or whatever, and just select paralysis and bind reducers. That's your replacement for Chopper. They also have to reduce 4 turns of each, so a unit that reduces like 2 or 3 turns won't work unless you have supports.